mamas, Corinne here, and welcome back to my modern village, where we talk about anything and everything that has to do with you and your littles. So this week has been a week of firsts for me. I had my first week working back in the office all day, so I was gone all day. And then today was the first day of our new nanny or sitter coming to work with Logan. So in the past, I've gone through care.com to find different nannies or sitters. And I think we've worked with 4 maybe over the past 2.5 years or so, and 2 of them were really great and 2 of them were really not great. Yeah, just not good fits. So that platform is nice because it lets you kind of search and message other people, but it's hard to vet people. So yeah, and you're really just kind of trusting that whoever you're working with is a good fit for your family. So there's not a whole lot of like background and kind of overseeing it. It's really just a platform to connect. But anyways, so we found a different method. So we went through a local nanny agency this time, which does have like a yearly membership. But the nannies and sitters that they have, they're employed by the agency. So we pay the agency directly for the hourly rate. Much more structured. They're supposed to wear specific, uniforms, badges. There's a specific call out procedure, sick rate, all sorts of different things. So it's much more structured, which has been nice because there's a lot more accountability on the nannies too. So with the package we got too, there's also like a 24/7, 365 backup service. So what that means is that if our regular sitter calls out, they basically guarantee that they can have somebody fill in for them, which is super nice, right? Because we hire nannies and sitters as moms because we need that help. And when they call out last minute, we're kind of left in a bind as well. So, but yeah, so today was the first day. We're only doing short 4-hour shifts a few days a week just to help me kind of cover the bulk of my work day while I'm working from home, while Camden's also at school, just so that way I can focus on, just trying to get some work done, get my meetings done. But then I'm also, kind of free to go drop him off and pick him up on the days I need to as well. So, so anyways, it's for anybody that's ever hired a new nanny or sitter, it's always kind of awkward, I think, to have somebody in your home that you don't really know, and then to immediately hand your kids over to them, especially when it's for, a baby or an infant. You're putting a lot of trust in somebody you don't know. So it is nice to kind of have that backing of an agency, that they've, done background checks and that they're employed by the agency and not just somebody who says, oh yeah, I work with kids all the time and I'm great. So there is that little bit of reassurance, but it's still a little hard. This girl that came to work for us today, she's only like 20 years old, young kid in college, seems super nice and sweet, definitely a little bit reserved. I think that's just the age, but she was great with him today. Logan was definitely a little fussy. My husband is actually still home today, so we both kind of stepped in to sort of help out and just try and comfort him. Because of course it's going to take him a little bit of time to adjust to somebody new too, right? Like he's used to mom and dad, and he's had a rough week this week too, with it being the first day I was away from him all day, and now there's a whole new stranger holding him throughout the day. So it's a lot for babies to get used to as well. So it is hard for me. Oh man, it's so hard to be sitting here working and then like to hear him fussing and knowing that he's with somebody he doesn't know, and just trying to trust and give her space to work through it, but also not wanting either of them to get uncomfortable or so. It's definitely a process, but today just kind of introduced and showed her where everything is in the house and kind of the best places to take him for different things like tummy time and that sort of stuff as well. So she was really good about bringing him over to me when she thought he needed to eat. I know it'll take her a little bit of time to get used to his specific hunger cues. There are actually a couple times today where when she brought him to me, he wasn't hungry. He was just super tired and fussy, but that's okay. I would rather her bring him over to me, me try to feed him, rather than him being hungry and her not bringing him over. So, but yeah, so today, went pretty great. It was definitely a lot of just getting used to each other. As soon as she left today, I grabbed Logan back and he was able to nurse and kind of passed out. So I think just like when I got home from the office, he's happy to be back with mom, and I definitely miss him throughout the day too. So, I know, buddy. gonna have a couple days, so we don't see her tomorrow because I'm back in the office, and then the following day she should be back again for the next shift. So if all goes well, the nice thing about this too is that we can request her to be the, like the usual sitter. So that way there's no worry of Logan having to get used to her and then seeing a different person every week or every other week or whatever. So so far so good. I'm hoping that this works out. It's very expensive. So again, hoping for that online business success. I'll put that plug in one more time here. Jot that information down below. Wasn't my plan on this video, or wasn't the direction I thought I would take, but it's just one more reminder of why working for yourself and building something that's yours is so beneficial, so that way you're not forking over an arm, a leg, and a kidney to pay for childcare, as important as it is. And my husband and I have decided that it is just that important, that we'll pull money from our savings account if it means we get the in-home help we need, so that way I can continue to work from home in my regular day job, at least until I'm able to quit and the online business takes off. But yeah, so again, it's always hard to trust somebody with, with your babies. So, and it's hard for me too, because I would way rather be holding him all day than working. It is what it is. But for now, need those paychecks to keep coming in. So I'm just going to keep doing what we can and just working working towards a better way. So moms, if you've got any experience with nannies and sitters, I actually wrote an article on the blog I have too, a while ago. I think I called it the Nanny Chronicles. So I'll go ahead and link that below too, just in case you're interested. Kind of a funny story, has some not so funny moments in it too, but man, the struggle with nannies is real. So I'm really hopeful that this time things are going great, or that this time things are going to go better. The agency did text me throughout the day, hey, how's it going? Do you have any concerns? Should we go ahead and put her on the schedule for you guys for next week? So a lot more professional, and there's a lot of follow-up and accountability, which I really appreciate too. She also did like a throughout the day report where, she kind of updated in their system, what they did throughout the day, and then I get emailed that report each day too. So that's nice to see too, that they kind of are tracking what's going on throughout the day as well. Which I guess would be really beneficial if you weren't working from home and you weren't here and you just got the report, if they're home alone with your kids. So just another bonus. Again, I'm not trying to promote this nanny agency. I think they're only in a couple states, Arizona and Texas, so probably not something that's available to anybody, but I'm sure there's something similar wherever you might be located. So, but again, moms, if you've got the good, the bad, the ugly of nannies and sitters, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for me, please, and grab the newsletter, and I will see you next time.